Good morning, friends of the farm. It is already so steamy. Today is supposed to be in the 80s, but no sun. I mean, no rain. No rain. No rain. For like the first day ever, it says, for the forecast. Honestly, the past 2 weeks have been every single day rain, 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 rain. Everyone is so over it. Everything is so wet. I am just coming into the garage to put my muck boots on because I'm going to do the chores. And by chores, I mean check on the chickens. Chickens are like the most low maintenance, I feel like. They either need food and water or they don't, which I guess that's every animal, but they just, I don't know, I feel like they don't go through all their food and water every day. And they just take whatever scraps you want to throw them, and I don't know, they're just really chill in my opinion. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick my shoes up. Yeah, feeding the pigs, I'm up to almost probably 4 buckets of grain a day. We just got a grain delivery yesterday, or the day before yesterday, which actually goes right into those chutes right there. So this one is chicken, this one is pig, and they're fresh full, which is awesome, so I don't have to go shovel down grain anytime soon. But yeah, the pigs are up to like 4 buckets a day. So morning and evening I'll carry them out there. Sometimes they don't eat it all, but oh, really sad. So earlier this week we actually lost a pig, which was like devastating because I don't think we've actually ever lost a pig before. We had one of them was sick once. It might have just had like a hip problem, but we've never actually lost one before. And I don't really know what happened. He was just way out in the pasture, like laying in the sun, and I won't tell you guys all, you know, all those details, but it was just really sad to have to get him out of there, and I just felt so bad for him. So keeping a special eye on the pigs. I mean, I always do. I always count them, and I knew that something was wrong when I only counted 14 instead of 15. Anyway, that happened earlier this week, but I guess that's just how it is on a farm. Like, that's how it is with livestock. Just got to be extra special to the animals you do have. Treat them really well. That's how we feel about all of our animals. We spoil them probably too much. I like to take good care of them, especially, you know, when it's really hot or, you know, in the harsh winter or anything. You just gotta give them that extra cushion. I make sure they always have food, water, shade if they need it. You know, I grain the cows probably more than I need to. They're so spoiled. Anytime they see me with a bucket, they're like mooing their heads off. Anyway, this is just a PSA to treat your animals nicely, whether you have farm animals or not. And then they will love you. All right. So yeah, getting back to chores. I'm gonna feed these chickens, the pigs. Cows are probably fine. I'll check their water, but you know, they graze in the summer, so sometimes I throw them hay bales. But enough rambling, let's get going. I'm just gonna take you guys along with me today. This is my fuzzy man. Hi, fuzzy man. Look at his fluffy feet. Hi, chickens. The pigs, but the more that I call them to try and get them to come out, the more the cows think that I'm calling them. Now they're all coming off the hill. I feel bad. I call the pigs because they like to sleep in, honestly. They always do this. The pigs always sleep in. But I want them to come out so I can count them. Also, there's no hiding how muddy this pig pen is. All right! They're There's this one cow. She's like a freaking foghorn. I don't know what her deal is. Okay. This is what I mean about the cows being spoiled. But yeah, I'm pretty sure before Buck Hill was called Buck Hill, it was called like Spring Hill Farm or something like that, because the farm is just covered in springs, like water coming out of the ground. So this is one of those areas where I can see water, just like water flows right through here, which is fine. Like obviously the pigs don't mind being muddy and stuff, and they have a huge wilderness back there where there's dry and wet spots. So great. They're all going now. All right. Look it. They're all coming off the hill. Anywho. I might just have to come back out in a little bit to count the pigs, because it doesn't really seem like they want to come out right now. I'm not even kidding. They're like teenagers. They just sleep in until like 11. And then the food's here when they get up. Hi, pretty girls. They're like, where's our treats? Where's our grain? Yeah. Okay. Where are your babies? Oh, there they are. The babies are like all best friends now. Oh, their little heads following behind. I think I definitely woke the babies up. I feel like they have sleepy faces. Cows have water. I gotta go turn it off because it's overflowing. Maybe later. I just came inside, see what Mom's doing. What are you making?
Rhubarb jelly.
Making rhubarb jelly, and then we have a juice at breakfast, like a weekend juice that we do every week. So she's making rhubarb juice, and yeah, just her usual cooking projects to get out of the way today.
I'm gonna walk fence right after this. But I promised a woman yesterday I'd have jelly ready today, so I'm making it before I go out.
This is how Mom does business. She's like, one person is like, can you make me like a triple layer pie, cake, whatever, and 6 cases of jam? And she's like, sure, I'll have that to you tomorrow.
Busy.
But I think that's why everyone loves her, because she tries to please everybody and she doesn't do enough for herself.
Yes, I do. I do just enough for myself.
Anyway, it's already so hot in here. I can't even believe she's standing by the stove. I think with the sunshine that we finally have, I'm gonna rototill the garden and reseed some of my lettuce, because I think that's my favorite crop that we have. It's what I eat every single day. So I'll probably reseed lettuce. Hopefully it will grow and we'll have it like through the end of summer. And yeah, it's probably all I'll do in the garden. We did some weeding earlier this week, because when it's wet is like the best weeding. So there was some good weeding weather, but now that the sun is here, it's a little bit drier and I can rototill. I am going to rototill now. I'm just getting my short mucks on because I had those tall ones on and my calves were sweating. I don't even live here anymore and I leave shit all over the place, so my short mucks are upstairs. I don't know why, but let's go rototill. I think I flooded the rototiller. So I think I'm gonna do that again in like 2 hours and just give it a little more time to dry out even, and then we'll just go put up some temporary fence. We have a field at the top of our property that we move the cows to on and off, and I think they're getting hungry. So again, taking care of your animals, making sure they have enough food. I'm gonna take the gator up with some fence posts and put them back up and put the temporary fence up so we can move the cows up to that top pasture. And I'm gonna go pick up my mama. We're just just walking a couple fields that are way up top so that the cows have further room to graze and wander. This field, the next field, there's Mom, and then one field below. Kind of a pretty view up here. Looking like a frizzy mess. These are just extra posts because this, like we've used this pasture before, so the posts for the temporary fence are already up, but these are just extras in case one's broken or I can't find one. Not a lot of them are down so far, which is good. I thought we were gonna have to like dig through a lot of tall weeds looking for them, but not really so far. I'll just bring a hammer, sort of touch each one, make sure that it's still sturdy enough to hold the fence up. The cows don't really, I mean, once they learn that the fence is electric, it's not like they really try to push the limits that much, but what? Yeah, for a temporary fence, which literally looks like a shoestring attached to plastic, it's surprisingly effective and easy to put up and down. Well, you know, easy if you're able-bodied. Okay, I'm coming. So like this one is missing a top, so we just swap it. So these things are called insulators, and you just, when we bring up the spool, we have like a garden hose like spool full of the temporary fence, and when you bring that up you just run it over this top one and under the next one and then onto the next pole.
We can film when we get to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll do that today because I have a lot of other stuff to do. Like I did not rototill yet, and I have a lot of computer work to do even though it's so nice out. Alright, just got back from walking the fence. Wow, I need to plug my camera in. I think I left it on like the whole time we were walking. This is probably going to look like a totally different quality video because I left my camera on the whole time that we were up walking the fence, so it died. So it's charging right now, but I'm going to have some lunch. I have to remember to look down at this little camera on my phone. So I'm going to have some lunch. I just made myself a nice latte. I know, it's like so fancy. I have this espresso machine that I got in college that I broke out like a couple months ago and just started buying espresso bean grounds, and every now and then I brew an espresso, and by every now and then I mean pretty much every day, because why not? Because I can. Hi, Bubby. These cats, I swear. So just made this latte and I'm going to make some lunch. I don't know why I walked outside. I just took some Heidelberg bread out of the freezer. I love having them as a wholesale account. I mean, I miss having a local bread maker, but technically they're a local bread maker, the most local that we could get because they're still made in New York. Anyway, the rye I think is my favorite. We don't get the pumpernickel, but the pumpernickel is also hella good. So just took this out of the freezer. I'm probably just gonna toast some of this, put some peanut butter on it, have my latte, maybe some yogurt, like maybe a parfait, because the berries are so good right now. I went up to the berry field yesterday and picked blueberries and raspberries, and yeah, I just love it. Summer's the best. I love having fresh food and fruit. Picking fruit, I feel like the wealthiest person ever when I can pick my own fruit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make some lunch. So funny, but I literally, like, I live for the bread ends. They're my favorite part. No one else likes the bread ends. Also, these are some of the blueberries from my blueberry field. You guys watched me mow a couple times. They're still, like, you can tell by like the greenness or the pinkness on the bottom that they're not all totally ripe yet, but there was like enough that were, and I was just so anxious to pick them. So there's gonna be a lot more, but I just went and got these so that I could have them for the next couple days. I've decided that the rototiller has been trying to kick the bucket for years, and we just haven't let it. So rototilling is out for today, but it's Friday, which means it's prep day for the weekend, and I'm gonna try and fill the fridge with some of our veggies because they are growing like crazy now. Like, definitely some yellow squash to pick. These plants are getting huge. I think I'm gonna pick kale, collards, yellow squash, and we have a crazy amount of dill. Like, I planted a whole row of dill because last year the dill didn't do that well, and this year it did very well. So now I have the most dill ever. And I'm just gonna like, cause I don't know, you can buy herbs at the store. Like people buy herbs, so I'll probably pick some herbs for the fridge. I like people to be able to come and like grocery shop when they come for the weekend, because we already have other staples like milk and meats and eggs, cheese, etc. So I'm gonna try and pick whatever veggies we have. And like I said, Friday is just kind of a prep day. I just took care of my animals. There was 14 pigs. Oh, happy news. So the cows had kind of given a break on like having their calves, because I was expecting 9 and we stopped at 7. And then this morning our 8th calf arrived. So that was like a good, I don't know, 2 weeks after the last calf. So that's exciting. There's one more older cow that is supposed to be having a calf. She's had trouble having a calf before in the past, so hopefully she's fine. Trying to keep an eye on her. And so yeah, lost a pig this week, but had a calf this week. Ups and downs of farming. It's another warm day. Looks like there's no rain in the forecast, just in case you were waiting for the weather update with Charlotte. So I'm gonna harvest some vegetables and then see if there's anything else going on today. Yesterday I ended up having to run down to pick up some camera equipment or check out some camera equipment that someone was selling. I bought a teleprompter, which I thought would come in handy for like when I'm doing promotional content, or I need to read a script, or someone else needs to read a script while I'm filming, anything like that. And then I went to Oneana last night just to get some stuff for my own projects, like working on my house. So yeah, hope everyone's having an amazing Friday. Here's my dill bouquet, and I'm so glad I went with the rainbow vegetables this year. This is some of our rainbow chard and some of the zucchini and yellow squash. I have a third variety of squash out there. I think it's butternut, but it's not big enough yet. So every time that we have greens, we just bleach out the sink, because there's like certain bacteria you can get from like lettuce and things like that. So anyway, I threw all of the collards and kale into this clean sink. It lets it soak, so if there's any bugs on it, they come to the surface. And then this is our 5-gallon lettuce spinner. Right? It's 5 gallon?
Yep, 5 gallons.
That I got for Mom, who's holding the camera. Like Christmas maybe? Anyway, this is the best thing we ever bought, because we used to spin lettuce in like a little house spinner, and that was not doing it. So yeah, I'm just throwing it all in here so it's nice and dry. And then I think some of this will be for sale and some of it's going to be for veggie omelets. We do like a seasonal veggie omelet on the weekend, so we'll probably put a green in it. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now. There's a little spout on the bottom where all the water comes out. So I kind of forgot to film. I forgot to film all weekend, and now I'm out giving the cows some grain as a snack. Excuse me, I'm trying to take a video. And just counting the babies, making sure everybody's fine. But I think I'll end the video here, because I don't even know how long it's going to be at this point. But the weekend was good. We had a lot of people at breakfast both days. And even though it was raining, it started downpouring like in the middle of breakfast. We had to like rush people inside on Saturday. It was a really good weekend, and I hope you guys had one too. If you like this video, comment below, tell me what you liked about it. Give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.